got some business to tend to, you know. Sometimes you just got definitely a team is important. Yep, team is important. I mean, you don't need a over bloated team, but um, yeah, yeah. I was just talking to one of my clients, and he was talking about this, the hiring and how it was, like in the beginning, the amount of call outs he was getting. He's expecting a crew of 10, and then 7 shows up, and then you have to reroute the team, so different customers can get covered and all that stuff. It was for cleaning, cleaning business. And I was like, yeah, man. I mean, that's unfortunately, it's almost like I guess every business have this. There are things you're going to, if you're new to the business, you're gonna learn it as you go. Like, unless you know people in the business, they'll kind of give you the pitfalls. Like, okay, this is what the turnover is going to be like in a business like this. Like, if you're in sales, you have to go into sales if you're going to start a sales business, um, expecting that there's going to be a turnover, because not everyone has the same resilience to get to be able to handle rejection. Okay, so that person may give up a lot sooner than someone else. So some people may try for the weekend, and they may try for a week, and they're done, right? So recruiting, let's say recruiting salespeople, you really need someone that can handle rejection, right? How do you gauge that? Because you ask somebody, and then they say, yeah, I can handle it. I can do it, right? So, how do you gauge that? And then you really need people that can connect. People that can connect, right? So if someone is, and I could see why, because I was kind of introverted myself, but I was willing, right? I was willing, and then it just, it started to come out. It's not like something was made out of nothing. It's in you, right? It's just you realizing that no, they're not gonna chop my head off because I asked them, because I said hi. You put your kids through that. Go give the money to the clerk, to the lady. Go talk to the lady. Go ask the lady this price, to see how they respond, Because the kids think everyone's gonna, they're gonna, the rejection is high in the mind of the children, man. It's worse, right? Now, some kids, natural, right? They talk to anybody, anytime, anywhere. They make friends. Hey, hi, how you doing? My dad, So some people, it's natural, Now I don't know how that stuff works. I'm gonna log on, guys, so I can see who's saying what's up. I don't know how it works. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if it's passed on. I don't know if it's early on. Yeah. We'll quit. Yeah, no installation right now. If you quit, you have to start over. Yes, I want to quit. I just want to get to the log on. You know what I mean? Some people say you're just like your father. So there's some traits, I guess, that's passed on. I guess so. Is shyness passed on? You know what I mean? Is that passed on into your child? Maybe. I mean, maybe one of you guys know, right? Hold on, let me get to my screen here. So anyway, so you need that kind of a person, and then the rest, I guess, you kind of hope you have someone with integrity. You may not find that out until later. You want a good person working with you. You don't want someone cheating your customers, because it's going to come back to you, right? Um, you don't want someone that's lying to people, because it's going to come back to you too, right? And it's just not the right thing. Your name is going to just be. So it is a thing. So every business and everything you get into have their shortcomings, and just expect that, you know, expect it. Nothing is going to be perfect, you know. you just don't want incompetence. You just don't want, to throw a grenade in something, right? So, but that was a cool conversation I had this morning, man. We were just talking about how, how you just have to, restructure if you have to be prepared to bend to, and then have certain standards that you just, what he said slow to hire and quick to fire or fast to fire or something like that. He said because if you hover too long on something that is hurting your business, it's going to hurt your business. And then, so slow to hire. And I guess that works with friends too, I guess. When you meet people and you bring people close to you, you take your time with that. But then do you get rid of them quickly? You do. You know what I'm saying? You might get rid of someone too quick, if you're quick to get rid of people, that's where the forgiveness comes in. But when do you cross the line when it's like, okay, nah, this is not going to work out, man. This is, when do you cross that line? When do you get to that point where you just shut it down, Anyway. Okay. So today's theme: most broken vacuums can be fixed. And I guess we can flow with the rest of our team. All right, let's see what we got going on. Matt Jones, what's up? Hey, Monroe, yeah. Working retail help me prepare for sales. Yeah, I know, right? Listen, I told you guys my wife is the talented one, naturally. I mean, and she sells bridal gowns, and I tell you, man, I don't know if there's another industry that get that kind of it's like the customers come in, not all of them, prepared for, like, okay, I'm gonna put it on you, okay? I'm bringing all the frustration to you right now. So I don't know. There's got to be another industry like that. Maybe I don't know. Maybe if you're a public servant at, I don't know, DMV. Nah, not really. I think people go into DMV hoping that they don't get a hard time. I don't think people bring trouble to the DMV. You know what I mean? We kind of hope people that the clerks are having a good day. So there's got to be another industry, man, where the culture almost prepare people to go in with a negative attitude, like Bridezilla thing. You know what I mean? It's just like, why are you guys coming here like this? Why? It's okay. I mean, it could be the stress of getting married. Hey, Calvin Bryant, yo, man, I haven't seen you in a minute. Hey, good morning. I have a question. Where can you find Kenmore bag upright right now? Wow, that's a good question. Probably online, man. I don't know locally. You probably have to just go online. I swear, man. Um, I get. Let me see. I get access to like a Kenmore canister and a Kenmore, but that's bagless, and a Kenmore stick. Let me not say that too loud. Let me make sure our guys still have it. Let me see. I'm actually in my catalog section right now. Let me see. Give me a second, man. Hey, it would be so cool if they surprised me and they have a Kenmore bag upright. All right, cleaners. No. Are you kidding me? And that's even no longer available. As of 9/20/25. The Kenmore stick that we had is called an Elite Cordless. This no longer available. I don't know if the manufacturer stopped selling it, but I know it looked like our people can't get it. Damn, that was quick. What else we got cooking? All right. Hey, David, what's happening? Happy Friday, David. Happy Friday, man. Calvin, happy blessed Friday to everybody. God has allowed us to wake up and see another day. That is positive. All right. Amen, Calvin. Yes, sir. I hate the fact that they closed Sears stores because Sears, yeah, you know what? I wonder if that was a sign, man. sign of the times, like a company, like a local company like that, like you said, for the most part, is at least dependable, durable, enough vacuums, right? And I mean, why would a company go out of business like that, right? Is it because they just mismanage money, right? Or is it because we now started demanding other things, or we stopped demanding quality and we didn't care anymore? I don't know, man. But something is happening in the consciousness of the people where there's what do you call it, man? There are certain things that we start to accept, and there are certain things that is no longer important. Even with the moral systems, we're slowly changing the way we look at, like morals. Okay, I'll tell you this. How about this one? I was just having this conversation. I know I have to get to my machine, right? I was just having this conversation that I remember movies showing, kids, slamming the door on their parents, right? Can't come in my room and all this stuff. And I remember looking at them in awe, like, what the hell are you doing? I would never do that to my mom, right? Couldn't imagine doing that to my dad. Couldn't imagine it. Slamming the door and cussing them, and they make fun. You know what I watched the other day? I watched an episode of I think it was Peacemaker, and the guy was going to his house, this young kid, and he's going down the stairs and he's yelling at his mother, "Mom, shut up, Mom! I'm going downstairs, Mom. My friends are here, Mom." And I was like, dude, what are you doing? Oh man, and I'm like, were we being conditioned all this time, to get to a point where kids disrespect their parents like that? And then the parents now, if you're one of them, I'm not judging you, I'm just talking about it, would say stuff like, well, my kid is going to show me how to, almost like the kid is going to show you how to raise them. That's a shift, shift in consciousness. No, you're not telling me, but I see my son bringing things to the house, stuff in the head that I'm like, hey, kiddo, we don't no, we don't do that. No. No. And then he told me stuff like, but Dad, that's so 30 years ago. Now, maybe every generation does it, man. I don't know. But he's like, Dad, that's so 30 years ago. I said, listen, man, moral systems, the way we behave, it's been the same. It's the same, bro. It's the same. If you ever read the Bible, if you look at the stuff they're talking about, if you don't have to be religious. I'm talking about adultery, the stealing, people. If you just go through Proverbs, we deal with that stuff right now, today, with people today. That stuff doesn't die. When it comes to behavior, it's the same thing as it would be 3,000 years ago, So, but we are changing the way we approach things. So I don't know where that's going, man. I'll be honest with you. Anyway. Calvin, I also I have a question. How do you feel about shark upright vac? You know what's funny? I have a shark right here. This is what I used to vacuum my store. I had a stick one, and I was trying to give it away to somebody, and I used that to vacuum my store. And I'm going to be working on this shark. The sharks are fine. Sharks are fine. That's probably as much as I can say. If I was going to go to the store to buy a store-bought vacuum, based on what they have available now, everything is vagless, right? If it wasn't a vacuum store, just a regular department store, I would probably just pick up a Shark, right? I probably wouldn't get a Dyson. I'm not against Dysons per se. I just see the service end of it. I see all the Dysons that come in. I'm like, if I'm gonna spend $700, the service should be far in between and stuff like that. But a simple vacuum that can go zip 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 and do the same job and kind of give you the same result, I'll go with the $300-400 vacuum, you know, Shark or something like that. So that's kind of where I have Shark. I use a Kirby at home, so I wouldn't honestly wouldn't buy a Shark for my house because for me Kirby is a deep cleaner. I've tested the vacuum, so I kind of know what I'm getting, what to expect. But I hate using Kirby on stairs, so I have a separate stair vacuums. Even though the Kirby can do all those things, I'm not gonna break it down, and I don't want my kid to use as an excuse while he's still here with me. To say I'm not gonna clean. Oh, Dad, I don't know how to do it. And I said, just go grab that Hoover over there. It's a little portable. Just go clean the stairs. Hey, come on, man. I'm gonna adjust. And then it's time to shampoo the carpet because I have him shampoo the carpet, and we use a Bissell shampooer now. I had a Hoover at one time, and just put some water in that thing and a little bit of drops of that solution and shampoo the carpet. You don't have to take nothing apart, yeah. Yeah. Bring God's word now to familiar places. Most people don't want to do because like to seen at the higher level. Yeah, look, man, what higher level is there to be seen than that, bro? I know people, people feel like that, but it is. All right, let's see what CS is doing. My Shark stopped working. I took it apart and unclogged everything. Remove, caught up here. Works like brand new. Yes. That's what's up. That's what you do. Most of the Sharks I have right now, they were clogged up. And okay, good. So the same thing we're talking about. That's one of the downfalls in buying a Dyson or Shark, or an Oric. Okay, all those tiny, slim passages, right? You're likely to have clogging. Okay. You're likely to get clogs. That's just what it is. All right. So be prepared. If you have pets, be prepared. Because the thinner they make these little, I know they make them thin for a reason. You see, like, you see like that. And we had just cleaned this out the other day. If you got pet hair, it's gonna get jammed up in here. It's likely to get clogged along this line in here, and it's likely to get clogged in here. So kind of prep yourself. There's a trade-off for everything, right? So it's convenient. You can take the stuff off. You have the hose. That's all great. That's, you don't want just a regular vacuum. You don't want a bag vacuum. Yeah, okay, no problem. But the trade-off is all of these little corridors and these little areas like this is likely to get clogged. Okay. And then what you have to do is say, well, being that I'm going down this route, be prepared. Don't pick up heavy objects. Don't pick up toothpicks and stuff like that, because they'll get jammed up in this little thing. So you just have to, there's a trade-off. You understand? If I use a Kirby, okay, the fan is right in the front. So what do I have to be aware of? Don't pick up nickels and rocks and, don't pick up little bolts and little batteries and, don't pick stuff like this up, because it's likely to hit the fan and it may crack. See? So everything, there's a trade-off in everything. Okay? All right? That's how it is. Right? Okay? All right. And Legos. Oh, shit. Dude. Don't forget, guys, if you like the channel, or if you're just passing through, you just say, hey, man, these guys are cool over here. Let me just hit a like. All right? These guys are, if all the people that's here now just hit a like, that'd be nice too. Just say, fine. Like. Fine. I don't really like you, but I'll hit like anyway. It's the right thing to do. All right, so let me see what I can work on now. Hey, Larry, by the way, I took your advice yesterday. Okay, and I believe, you know what? Can I do something? Can I do this? Can I do this, Larry? I'm learning, man, and I am listening to folks because when your mind is just focused on just business, um, the brick and mortar side of the business, you forget that there's a whole nother online and other things you have to be in that mind too. That's why a team is good, right? Let me see something. Um, but I took your advice. I wrote out my format, and now that I went through my little introduction, right, I'm gonna go and see what people wrote. If anyone had a comment or question from my community section of my studio, my YouTube studio little setup here, and then I'm gonna move to my next thing, and then I'm gonna whip out my little book. So I got my format. So thanks a lot, buddy. I really appreciate that, man. Let me see what I got here. So let me pin this at the top of the chat, if I can do that now. Now I'm gonna start really doing this thing right. Okay? Top of the chat. Hold on. All right. Okay. All right. So now that I do that, enter. Okay. How do I pin it? Here we go. Pin it. Boom. Sweet. Awesome. All right. Let's keep rocking and rolling. All right. And I'm going to do my best to get to all of your comments, guys. All right. You should never pick up hard objects. That's right. In a direct air machine, definitely. However, that fan is made of pretty. It is. You know, the Kirby fans are durable. Actually, most of the fans are durable. They're made of Lexan, and a lot of them anyway. The Hoover fans, the Ricars, all those things are pretty strong. So they're designed to take a licking. But if it hit, it's just like your bone. You hit it the wrong angle, and pow, it can crack. All right. So you just have to be careful. Do commercial sanitary vacuums? Do they have the same power as a Kirby? Because I know it makes a lot of bag vacuum. You know what's funny with the Kirby is the design, right? I think the high. Oh my God! Don't quote me on this one. Don't quote me on this. I think the high amp, 12 or 14 or something, and the low one is 9, right? It's the design. It's the way it's designed to. The armatures, if you look at the Kirby armature isn't any bigger, badder, whatever. The armature is basic armature, right? Of course it's bigger than a Shark armature. The block is a bigger block, but it's the design. It's the way the quad head is designed. It's the fact that the fan is right there. All of that works towards the Kirby. The brushes, the way the brushes are designed, all those things give the Kirby more power to do what it's supposed to do, or make it more effective at doing that thing, right? But it's not really drawing any more power than a regular vacuum. Okay? All right. When you put it on the upright, it actually draws less power than a regular vacuum while it's vacuuming the carpet. It matches a regular upright's power when it's using the canister mode, because it has two settings in the front, those two safety switches. The lower one is low power, the higher one is a higher power, and that's how that works. All right, so I want to look at the Sharp, but I gotta sift through this thing because Dave is gonna have a blast at this one, man. He's like, Wayne, again? No, not again, bro. Don't tell me. Yep, again. I get so caught up in my day, guys, that some of the notes that I have in my head that I want to cover, and I want to take care of stuff, If it's low on the customer interact, like it's not a customer I'm dealing with, it's likely to be put in the back burner. Okay, so if it's like you got to get another screw, I have to fix this machine, or I have to deliver a machine, the deliver the machine is gonna come first. I'm sorry, and then the next day I'm like, oh shit, I was supposed to. Oh damn, I was supposed to do that. Golly, man. Yeah, so those things seem to come first. Oh my gosh. Listen, I saw this guy. Oh my God. Let's see if I can find it. Can I even find? I saw this guy on TikTok. He was so funny, man. Oh, he was hilarious, man. I couldn't, I found myself giggling at this guy's skit. And hold on, let me see if I can find this guy. This guy is so stupid. Oh man, can I find it? Can I find it? Nah, man, come on, Wayne, you can find this thing. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna share it with you guys because it's had me dying, had me cracking up, had me cracking up this morning. It's not even his words. It's here it is. It's not even his words. And maybe you guys can watch this while I. Oh damn! No. Oh no, man. My thing is not transferring to the screen anymore. I don't know what's going on. I tried fixing it. I tried rebooting everything. Let me see. I'm gonna do one more attempt, and then I'm gonna move on. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna do one more attempt to fix this thing. And if it works, then great. You guys you're gonna get a little, and you might not even find it funny, but I find it funny. I thought it was hilarious, man. Okay, here it is. I got him. I got this dude. I got him. This ridiculous dude here, man. This guy is so out of control. Ridiculous. Hold on. Let me see. All right. Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera, and then what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna look for this thing, and I'll save you guys from just waiting on me. All right, this guy's funny. All right. Well, yeah. Hold on. He's imitating Hakeem Jeffries, right?
Business, man. Dude came from nowhere and told me all the shit that I was doing, and I told him to shut up because he was talking and telling on me. I know he was telling the truth, but for that to be said in my face, I had to say something to sound aggressive because he scared me. Donald Trump, do not listen to what he was saying because I wanted to tell on myself. I don't need help telling on me. I know that I've been stealing money, but let me tell it the way I want to tell it. You're right that we want the money. Me and Chuck need the money to give to the illegals. You're right. Come back.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm not gonna put you through that no more. Oh man, you may prefer to see that guy more than me, right? But I thought it was silly. I thought this guy was silly, so that's just me and my humor. All right, I'm gonna take the. Give me a second, guys. I want to make sure that I'm gonna take this out of here. We might be interrupted in a second, folks. We might be interrupted in a second. Let me take this off of here. All right, I'm gonna take this motor out. Wait, what am I doing? I'm gonna take this motor out, and Okay, we're good. I'm gonna take this motor out, and we're gonna try to replace this motor. Golly, why is this so deep, man? Are you serious? Come on, I just found it. I found the guy. I found the help I needed, and this thing is all the way down in there. Why are you so deep in there, bro? Golly. What do you do, right? What do you do? What do you do with these? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? You just keep moving. That's it. Keep finding solutions. That's what you do. Hold on, let me see if I can, let me log back in with you guys. That guy was kind of hilarious. That's my sick humor, folks. I laugh at stuff like that. Oh man, Kirby and Sanitaire both have high CFM. Yeah, you know, Kirby, however, runs on a higher speed and holds. That's right, it does. It absolutely does. Vacuum cleaners need to be maintained for peak performance. Yep, remove. Yep, every few weeks. You know what's funny, man? I'll tell you what my trade-off is, right? And we have to be realistic, right? We have to be realistic. It's just like with people. You're probably gonna get this and get that, and we might, again, I was talking about this yesterday. We might prejudge something and then person get to know, but there's certain things you're gonna expect, and just kind of, it's not a perfect system. It's not perfect anything, right? There's a trade-off. Just look at it like that, right? If I'm just like I was talking about hiring people. If you're going to get into this business, there's one business may have a higher turnover than others. You know, another machine may have a higher thing than others. And if you're going to get a vacuum that you know that you yourself is not the kind of person that's going to maintain it, then you may have to find a way to get the vacuum that's going to require the least amount of maintenance, because you're not the person. You know yourself, right? Just like you know, like you deal with a friend, you deal with someone that you know, and then they did this to you, they did this to you. Then all right, now you kind of know what to expect. So if you're gonna deal with them, you know what I kind of know what I'm gonna get from this guy. I know what I'm gonna get, right? So if I'm gonna interact, and if he's not honest, just assume that he's not going to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Just like, well, you know. But you want to be a nice person. You don't want to judge. You know, you have all this stuff going through your head. You know, I remember dealing with even verses, Calvin, in the Bible about forgiveness and how many times to forgive your brother 70 times 7, the whole deal. But I also had to deal with the fact that this is like, really don't deal with fools. You know. Don't cast your pearls among swines, right? So it's like you got to know when to pull back. So yeah, you know, hey man, I forgive you, but nah, man, we can't do this no more. And I struggle with that, man. I gave people second chances like crazy, that end up stealing from me and all this stuff. And I'm like, God, man, why am I doing this? I was debating the forgiving the person, and then you know you're in sales, so you want to take as much of the sales help you can get, because good salespeople is just it's a grind to find good salespeople, you know. And but it is it's what it is, you know. There's a trade-off, man. If you're not the kind of individual that's going to take care of machines and change the belts and filters, you either going to have to make sure whoever's with you, your spouse, you know, the kids, somebody's going to have to do it, but it has to be done. And if it's not, it's going to end up in a shop. And you just have to just understand that, man. And that's just the way it is, you know. That's the way it is, you know. You would love for them to be perfect, but you got to take care of them. You know, like you want a car that runs and you never have to change oil. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, sorry, man. It comes with the territory, bro. You know? Yeah, that's just what it is, man. All right, let me get inside this thing. This thing is starting to upset me right now. And I want to make sure this one is longer. Come on. The one that fits, guys, is just not long. It's not long enough. So that's where I'm a little frustrated. This is the second day in a row. And I ordered another set. The set came in. And it's not doing, you know, you order stuff off of Amazon, man, you know. Because Lowe's don't even carry the security ones that I need locally. So I got to order it online, you know. Hi, caramba, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on. We're not doing this today. Hell no. This is not happening today. We're not going through this today. All right, let me read our little success thing. I hope it has nothing to do with preparation. Smack me in the head. Oh my God. All right, here we go. Okay. Oh, this is nice. Hey, when you find someone doing small things well, all right, put him or her in charge of bigger things. That's cool. That's a nice one. When you find someone doing small things well, put him or her in charge of bigger things. You know what the guy was telling me about this morning? He says what he does in his interview process is simple things, right? Because in his business, he requires people to follow up a lot, okay? And he requires them to be able to check in and stuff like that, right? So what he does is when he's doing the interviews, when he's telling in, he'd tell him purposely to text him, text me when you're on your way, right? Someone else may think that's a bit much, but he knows his industry. He knows what he's expecting, and he knows the troubles that he ran into ahead of time, right? So he says he has the people text me when you're on your way, and text me when you're in the parking lot. He says if they can't follow something as simple as that, for his particular business, because that feature is so important for them to have, that ability to check in, okay? And it really doesn't cost anything. It's just a matter of following up and following instructions. He says if they can't do that, then you don't hire them. So if they can't do these small things, something small like that, that's it. They lost the opportunity even before they walked through the door. Imagine that one. Okay? That's and if I was working for me right now, I probably would send me home. I swear to God. I would send me home, man. I was like, listen, you know what? This is 2 days in a row, bro. Okay? It's 2 days in a row. You gotta, no, I'm sorry. I'm brutal with that. 2 days in a row. I can't, what the frig, man? This is upsetting me. It's just, what it is that I do have the piece. I can work on all these if I had to replace the cord up here. What I need really is a longer one. Like, I need a long one like this. Something long, or even this length. This length is good. But this length is just too small for how deep Shark put this. For how deep Shark put the screw, this is not sufficient. But this is what I found because I was missing this yesterday and I found it. It's just that now today I need this. Excellent. Perfect. That's perfect. What else we got cooking, man? Under construction, yo. Oh, on the gum trees. Man, welcome back. Welcome back on the gum trees. I remember that name. On the gum trees. What you saying, man? What are you saying? Oh, man. Yeah, it is, man. Let me see. Vacuum repair. Uh-huh. Really? You know what? You know what I found there? I made a video. It's in my Bissell playlist. And it was about a Bissell 2X. But you guys call it something else in Australia, man. Oh my God. Hold on. hold on. If you know it, put it in the chat. But I'm gonna look for it real quick. It's Do I have my tablet here? If I had my tablet, I could probably search on my tablet. It's let me see. Bissell. Hold on. 2X Australia. Let's see what it looks. It's called something else. What is it called? Oh man. Australia's Bissell. It's not even. It seemed like it's sold by another company. Like Bissell sold it to this company. Oh God, it's in my Bissell playlist, guys. But if you know it, just tell me what it is. I'm gonna find it. Hold on. I'm gonna find it. I'm determined. Okay. I'm gonna find this playlist. Hold on. One playlist. Bissell. Okay. Oh God. No, I want to see the videos. How do I see the videos of my playlist? Okay, videos. All right. And oh, come on, man. 105. No, this is crazy. I have more in my playlist. That is, I have 76 videos in my playlist. Oh my God, come on. Okay, here it is. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find that the name of that Bissell. What is it called? Revolution Bissell. Oh my gosh, Wayne, find this thing. Ay. Look like I may strike out on this one. Golly. What? All right. Oh, no. Damn. All right. Sorry, guys. My apologies. I thought I was gonna be able to find it. You know. I thought I was gonna be able to find it. It's somewhere in there though. I don't think I deleted it. All right, whatever. Oh wait, there's a second page. Let me see. Oh shit! Did I find it? It was like a hose. Like the hose was clogged. It was a clogged hose. Come on, man. Come on, let's find it, man. Come on, man. You can do this. You can do this. Come on, we can do this. Ay. Do I have a third page? These guys are like, what the hell are you doing, bro? Fix something. You know what happens when it gets in my head and I want to solve a problem? Found it! It's, oh, God. What the hell is this? How do you pronounce this? Worthium? Worthium? Let me see. Can I share this? Worthium SC 9500. Okay, that's the name of it. Worthium. Okay, I'll spell it. WERTHEIM. Worthium, something like that. Okay. Yeah. Yo, you're back. What's going on? You're back. All right, listen, man. This is it. I think if guys, how's this? I'm gonna do you guys a favor. I'm gonna do somebody a favor. Let me show you what I'm gonna do. And David, you inspired this, okay? And this is also a repayment for anyone that showed up that is still here, that want to be in this, okay? If you want to be involved in this, these chats here disappear, right? So I wouldn't know. Okay, I'm gonna try to screenshot this page right now. So I'm gonna keep all these names in it. So the names that I'm gonna keep in right now is Calvin, Matt, On the Gumtrees, David, Tom. Right? Who else is on? Who else is there? Okay. There's somebody else. Hold on. That's who I'm seeing right now in the chat. I'm not seeing anyone else. Traveling too. Okay? Traveling too. So you guys are involved in this. Okay? Now, anyone else who want to be involved, all they have to do is go back to this video and just make a comment and type, I'm in. That's good. That's safe enough. I'm in, right? Let's type I'm in. I'm in. If you're in, you're in. So, anyone that want to be a part of this, that want to help and contribute to this, what I'm about to do, David inspired me. You can go to my page. This is not gonna go to me. Trust me. You're gonna see. Trust me. You know, cost, shipping. It's not gonna go. But this is the second day in a row now. So I'm gonna do this. Let me show you what I'm gonna give away. This wasn't even part of the plan from this wasn't even part of the plan. I had something else I had planned for the like right. It was gonna be like right after Thanksgiving. But I don't think enough people even have this or know about this particular machine here. So I'm not doing a promo for Bissell because they're not paying me for this. But I don't even think a lot of people know about this machine. I got one of these in the other day, and I'm gonna put this up. And if we get enough donations in for this thing, I think I want to send it out. I want to put the names in it, the names that are here today, for sure. Obviously, anyone who donated to it is gonna get their names in anyway. Don't have to be much, but I want to put this up in a drawing, in a raffle. This is actually pretty cool, man. I actually like this little piece here. Okay, I actually like it. It's like a drum, like shop vac, wet dry vac canister type deal. Okay, and I'm gonna put this up for the guys who come in and hang with me. Okay, this here I like. Okay, this I like. So if anybody want to help with this, go for it. All right, but I think I want to do it. I want to give it maybe 2 weeks. Okay, so this is Bissell. All right. Okay, I like this little guy. Now take a look at the inside of this thing. Somebody wants this. Somebody's gonna get it. Now, guys, I'm sorry, man. If you want it to be shipped overseas, you may have to cover that part. I'm sorry. I'll ship to the U.S. Or I'll ship it to somebody you know in the U.S. All right. All right. So you have your hose. Now there's wands and stuff like that, and this is the hose that goes with it. But take a look at the inside of this thing. Okay, it comes with a little dolly for you to roll around with your little wheels and your. But it's a drum. Is that cool? It's a drum. It's a drum. All right. So you have your filter on top. All right. And I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna give it away. But I'm asking the team, right? If anybody want to contribute to this, go for it, and I'll put it up for the community here, for the family, and one of you guys would get this thing. I'm good for it. Trust me, I'll put it up and I'll ship it. If I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Just because 2 days in a row I messed up on my screw, and I don't like that. It's not a good trend to set. You know, it's not good standards. That's on me. My fault. All right. So I'm gonna make it up to you guys who came here today, and I didn't have this ready for you. So let me get this out of here. All right. Okay. Everything all right? Everything okay? All right. All right. So now let me get this Auric. I'm gonna explore this because this came in. All right. This came in basic Phillips screwdriver. So at least at least I'm not messed up on this one. Basic Phillips screwdriver. I just want to inspect this thing. I'm gonna plug it in, turn it on. Actually, you know, funny enough, a customer gave this to me. He came in and he says, "Hey man, I have this Auric. You know, you want it?" I was like, "Sure, right?" Dropped it in, and that was it. So let's turn it on. Let's see what the deal is. Okay. Let me see. Do we have a bag? Ooh. Now, what he didn't like was this mechanism here. Okay, so he already told me, he said, "Man, I don't even like this, man. I don't like it." And I was like, "Okay, I understand. I can see why, though. This bag wasn't made for it. The actual bag that's made for these will have a hole right here. Okay, the hole would be right there. Let me see. Let me show you. Okay, so an actual Auric bag for this particular CC would have this little hole at the bottom. So this part would clip in. So that's when you know when you're buying an aftermarket. And again, my instructions to you is really the same thing. Is like know what your trade-off is, know what you're getting. So if you're gonna buy an aftermarket, let's say like a Bissell Crosswave filter. If you buy from Amazon, that filter is gonna clog up quick. I don't know what it is. I don't know where they're getting it from. If you get it from Bissell, that filter will be able to handle the water and all that stuff. So I don't even do it if I'm running low. I don't even do it because the customer's gonna be pissed at me because if I'm running low, I'm like, damn, I don't have enough Bissell filters. I'll wait. I'll tell them, listen, I'm waiting for a filter. I can probably order one. Sam, can you do me a favor? You see all the way at the very end there? You see that filter at the very, very end? It's the second one in. Okay, that's the one I need. I don't know what it is. I don't know who's making them.
This?
Down. All the way to the very end. Yep, the second one. The third one. The one at the bottom, the one that looks like it drops down a little bit lower. Yeah, that one right there. That's the one I need. Thank you very much. Hey David, I shared the note that you sent was for Sam. She was very touched, by the way, David. Okay. she was very touched. So this filter here is a Bissell filter. And if you buy it off Amazon, the filter is going to fail you faster. I don't know. Maybe it's the material they made it out of. It's going to get clogged up fast, and all of a sudden you have no suction. So there's certain things you just have to buy original. But if you buy the aftermarket, just know the trade-off you're getting, okay? Or find out, all right? But anyway, let's put this in. Let's see if. Oh, I see what's happening. This thing is broken then. The latch. Oh, golly, this is even worse. Oh, look at this. This is Febreze. This is a Febreze one. All right, let me get one that can fit this guy. It doesn't even lock. This is not good. All right, let me find one under here. I may have one that I can use. I want to test this, and I don't want dust all over my face, you know? All right, now, EnviroCare also makes one. EnviroCare makes one, okay? This is an EnviroCare version. The one I have is this is an original Auric bag. And then EnviroCare will have one like this, okay? And so when I do services and I just want to give away a free bag, you know, I may use something like this just to give a bag, you know, give away a bag. It all depends. So let's see if this one fits okay. All right, and it goes all the way in, and then it locks into that little clip right there. See that? That little clip is locked in. But let's see if it'll close, because it looks like something is missing though. Yep, something is missing. Well, maybe not. Yeah, one side is broken. Yeah, so I can see what happened. The air can blow this off, and then all the dust can get inside your bag. But it seemed to be, it seemed okay. It seemed fine. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's plug it in and see what it looks like. And see if it's worth salvaging, huh? What do you think? Okay. Can you imagine the amount of machines that get thrown away because someone is frustrated like this? In this case, honestly, I don't know. I didn't plug it in yet. It could be because of this bag that he was using that led to his frustration. But a lot of guys bring machines in here that they found on the side of the road. Some of them expensive machines, Dysons and even Kirby's on the side of the road. And then when they bring it in, it's a clog, it's a bag, it's a belt. The simplest thing. The people just throw stuff away, man. It's like. So the customer comes in, they're like, hey, I found this, man. Can you make it work? It was like, boom, it's work. Holy cow, got it for nothing. All right, let's turn this on. Let's see. Woohoo! You hear that? What does that sound like? Let me see if somebody. There's a delay on this. I don't know how much the delay is. There's a delay. Oh, wow. NG just came from ET520's stream. What's happening? David, very nice machine. Okay, on the gum trees. Are the vacuum bags reusable? I've never seen one before. David, on the gum trees. Don't think it uses bags. Yeah, no, that one, the one that we're going to be giving away, David, don't use it. Yeah, you're right. It don't use bags. My delays are really look how far back I am on this one. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's commercials and stuff that they run in the video. So guys, listen, guys, forgive me if it seems like I'm waiting too long to answer your questions, because according to the way this is set up, as you ask a question, I may be answering it as I see it, but you're seeing a delay. Okay, how's that? All right, so let's find out what's going on with this motor, and then once we find out, man, guys, I'm gonna sign off, okay, and start doing some work over here. And this lovely lady came to see me. You're gonna come and help me? You want to say hi to the folks? Come on, say hi to the folks.
Hi, folks.
No, come on. Say hi to the folks. Okay, all right. She don't want to say hi, guys. I'm sorry. She don't want to say hi. I was just bragging about you, by the way. I was just bragging.
Just stay focused.
I am focused. I was just bragging about you to the gang here. And I was telling them how charitable you are and great you are and all this stuff. And now you're like, oh, I want to talk to them. No, I know you didn't say that. I know. I'm just trying to put some pressure on you. You threw something. She threw something at me. Golly. How far back am I? Oh my gosh. You know how long I passed that section of the video? Wow. Hey, Steve. Yeah, that's the 8-pound Auric. All right. I think I'm ready. Yeah, it sounds like a motor issue with this one, man. Or fan even. Let me just see what it is. Okay, this is off. Okay, all right. Let's see. Let's see what the deal is. Let's check it out. My God, am I that far back? You see, I'm not even on that machine anymore. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just seeing maybe I'm seeing a delay, because he mentioned the 8-pound auric here, Steve, and that part is not showing the auric. You see that? Yeah, I don't know what's going on, guys. All right, let's take this out. Let's take everything out so I can. I want to check this motor, okay, real quick. I want to check the fan, actually. What am I missing here? Okay.
Sounds like the fan.
Yeah. I'm gonna take this off real quick. I know. I just kind of want to. I want to be a little freer than I'm able to right now. Let me unlatch this bag, and I want to separate this. Oh. Whew. That was. Don't do that again. That was a lesson learned. I almost knocked myself in the mouth. Okay, so let me see. What's causing this? I want to actually take this out. I don't want to have to mess with all this right now. Okay, all right, fine. I gotta get this off. No, but let me look. The fan don't look damaged though. The fan don't look damaged. The fan is not damaged. Huh. What's causing this? You know what? Let me turn it on again. I'm gonna turn this on again. Let me put those 2 screws back in. Let me see something. Let me go further. You see how far back I am? That's weird. Okay.
Why'd you refresh it?
You think that's what it is? It needs to be refreshed? Okay. All right. Okay, now let me let's turn this thing on and let's see if it sounds the same. Right?
That's the whole fan blade.
Yeah. Sounds like the fan. It sounds like the fan. Sounds like the fan.
Fine, it's just your computer.
It's my computer? Really? Let me refresh it then. Refresh. See, are you giving me an excuse to get another computer? There I am. Oh my God. Okay. All right, let me see what's up. Let me see if I can get this off right now. Without having to go and get something else. I'm trying to remember how. Yeah, because no, it's different with fans. It's different with fans. I don't want to use this because I can end up tightening it even more. I'm gonna use this a hand tool. I need a hand thing. I need a handheld screw holder. I don't want to use a drill. Okay. Give me a second. Let me see this. Yeah, I don't want to use a drill on that because I can actually make it worse. I can make it worse and tighten it real bad. And can make it worse. Yeah. What's that? I had it here yesterday. I had it yesterday. It's a yellow. It has a yellow tab on it. In the meantime, I'll just use this. Let me see something. Well, I don't. You know what? I don't have any real love for this thing right now. I don't want to put nothing to jam the fan because I can bend the fan on the inside. But I just want to turn this to take off this thing here. Give me a second. Got it. See that? See how easy that was? See, it was the other way. See, when you said righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, with a fan blade, because the fan is spinning in a particular direction, it has to tighten in a different direction because it'll end up like over-tightening. Anyway, tightening, did I say that? Is that the right word? Is that the right word? Okay, so so now this is what I'm gonna do now, guys. Now that I got this out, I'm gonna just run the motor without the fan. It's the same troubleshooting I do when I'm trying to find the noise for like the brush, right? You take the belt off the brush, and you run the motor, and you see if the motor is still making the noise. You know, you just want to kind of narrow it down, like what's making this noise in my vacuum? Is it, is it my motor? Is it my brush roll? Because those are the only two things spinning in the belt, right? So let me eliminate the brush and belt, and let me just run the motor and see if the motor. Now in this case, I'm fortunate enough that I can remove the fan. Okay. There was one guy I was having a great time chatting with, man. He was giving me some instructions. I mean, well, we were back and forth. Actually, I was trying to give him some information. Man, I want to give you his name because we spoke about it. And I asked him if I can share it, and he took everything apart. And he went, I mean, I don't mess with the fan. I have to give this guy a lot of props, man. I don't even mess with the fan, right? Okay? On a lot of those regular vacuums, like the regular motors. And he took that thing all the way down to you know what it was? It was a central vacuum motor. And he broke it down all the way, he was fixing it himself. And I instructed him that I said, man, listen, if you get to a point where it's wobbly, you may just have to, take the whole thing apart. Let me see if I can show this to you. Let me take all this off. Take all this stuff off. Yeah, I can show it to them. But let me see. Oh. Let me see if I can see the big picture. And this is what he sent me. All right, his name is Jeff. Jeff! Come on, man. Can I see this? How do you open this in another thing? Open in another. It won't let me? They don't let you do this on Facebook? Okay, how's this? So he took it all the way down. He took it all the way down to there where he could see the layers of the fans and everything. And so I don't mess with the fans, I just replaced the whole motor. So anyway, so he was fortunate also. And then when he took it apart, it was still making a noise. So I told him, hey man, just replace the whole motor then. Don't even mess with it. And he did. And he texted back saying, hey man, thanks. The part came in, it's working fine. So that was a good little collaboration. All right. But anyway, let's plug this in. Let's see what's going on. And guys, listen, when you guys tune into the channel, sometimes we may fix a thing, or sometimes the instruction is something that you're going through, and I might walk you through something. In the case like this Auric here, if you notice what we're doing, all I'm doing is I just want to run this side because that noise is pretty intense. So I want to see if the motor itself, the main motor, is making a noise, or is it the fan? Normally it's the fan. All right, let's see. Let's turn it on. Okay? Will you look at that? It's not the motor. It's the fan. Okay? If I'm not mistaken, let me see if these, do they come like this? You're supposed to be able to pop these out, right? Yep, you can. So what's the deal? What's the deal, guys? Now, if you look at it, look. If you look at this, you could tell that it was rubbing here. It was making, here. The fan itself isn't broken. You see that? But the fan may still need to be replaced, or maybe it wasn't tight enough, maybe? Because it don't look like nothing. It don't look like anything is wrong with this fan. A little bit dirty, But if you've seen a broken fan before, then you know what it should look like. But it's definitely evidence that it wasn't balanced. It was doing that, right? Let's test it. Let me do this. Let me reinstall this. Okay? Let me reinstall it. Let me try to tighten this bad boy. And if that doesn't fix the problem, okay? Now, listen, just about every vacuum cleaner, it can be fixed, guys. It can be fixed, okay? Isn't that what a lot of the ladies would say about the guys? I can fix them. I can fix them. It's like, I don't know, lady, maybe not. You should go into these relations, try to fix people. Oh man, nah, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe just let him be. Hold on, I'm wondering if I should post. Yeah. Okay. All right. You know what? If you can do this like this, why couldn't I have done it before? What the hell was I thinking? Oh my gosh, Wayne. Sometimes, man, I lose my mind. Okay. So now to tighten this, I gotta go lefty. I gotta go this way. Okay. You know what? I want to spin this without, well, no, because this may still shake, so I don't want it shaking. All right, fine. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Let's just put this guy down here. All right, and we're gonna test it. We're gonna put this motor back in, and we just want to see if we solve this problem. Okay. Maybe it was just loose, because we can't find anything wrong, Is that nuts? Think about how weird that is. If you go to the doctor, there's something wrong with you. They did all the x-rays. They can't find nothing wrong. It's like, so what do you do now? All right, let me try. All right, let's try this. Let's do it again. Turn it on and see if it still makes the noise. All right, here we go. Here we go. So, in a situation like this, I would probably just replace that fan anyway. Okay? And then I'll give it a try. If the fan and the casing it's probably safe to replace all three of those things, just to be on the safe side, right? Just think about what I'm saying. Everybody involved here is after the motor. everybody involved is after the motor. You know, that's like, you know, like when the police run into a bunch of people and it's like, listen, I don't know, all you guys are coming downtown. You know, because we need to find out, you know, what's going on, right? Everybody's coming. So in this case, though, take this off because I was looking for the regular screwdriver thing. Okay, got it. In this case, right, I want you to consider this. Okay? 1, 2, 3 people are involved. The motor runs fine without it. The moment you put these guys on, the motor's broken. The best thing, I mean, the motor's very loud. The best thing at this point then is just replace all 3 of them. I don't know, he's least likely to be the issue, but it could be, all right? It could be, because the fan is not really interacting with this guy. And this here is really just like let's call this like a buffer. That's probably gonna allow this to do this, right? But again, I don't know. I'm assuming that if I just replace the fan, I might be fine. Okay, but I'm not gonna take a chance. So I'll replace this. I'll replace this. This is the last resort. I might not mess with this, but sometimes I think they sell them like this, like all 3 together. Okay, but anyway, that's a little troubleshooting for today, guys. And again, this motor can be fixed. This upright can be fixed. It's just that this is all we really need if you really think about it. Okay, and this shouldn't be that expensive. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so what was today's lesson? Let me see if I can remember today's lesson. Not lesson. No, I read from that, but I want to make sure I remember it. Right, it's on that page. No, I didn't want to actually see it. I wanted to. All right, fine. Being that you're forcing me to watch it. When you find someone doing small things well, put him or her in charge of bigger things. All right, that's what today's was. Yeah. All right, and I need you to remind me later. I need to get the long versions of these again. Okay, I gotta buy some more. Guys, stay positive, stay cool, and don't forget our new drawing is gonna be this Bissell. I know who was in the room today. Let me add Steve to it. I'm gonna add Steve to it. I'm gonna do it. So if anyone wants to donate to this thing, that's great. I still want to do it because a couple of you guys are so awesome, man. I want to give you an opportunity because you're rocking with me all this time, and I really appreciate it. So I'm gonna put this up. It's gonna be near the end of the month. It doesn't matter. If somebody do want to say, hey man, Wayne, here's a little something for this, I'll throw it towards that. Probably go towards a shipping or something because I already have the product. And that's that. But anyway, thanks for all the team up. Thanks for all the collaboration. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for everything, guys. I'm gonna see you guys another day. Stay positive. All right. Okay, and that's it. Cut. Is that what they do? I have a sense of humor, Sammy.